So let's run a short demo. We will use this test video. This will be our source file, and we would like to generate annotations in two different types. Let's run the first result, and here it is. You can see it's a circle type annotation, so we are running an object detection and we are displaying the annotations in circles. And this will be our second demo, and this is a rectangle annotations. And we will write this piece of code. You can see a very short one that explains how can we generate those types of annotation based on the YOLO11 of Ultralytics. You can send me an email and I will send you a link for the source video, and as always the code will be part of the video description. So let's start with the installation. Let's start with covering the installation file. Very similar to my previous tutorial. I'm using Anaconda for generating a Conda environment with the specific Python versions and Python libraries. For this tutorial I will use Python 3.12 and I'm creating a new Conda environment named YOLO11-312. Of course, you can choose your custom name. This script should be run under the Anaconda prompt. Of course, if you have Miniconda running on Linux, it's the same concept. So first of all, creating the Conda environment, then we should activate this Conda environment. So this will be our current working environment and inside the command prompt. After that, you should install PyTorch. In this tutorial, I'm using PyTorch 2.9.1, and this is a script for the installation of PyTorch. And this script depends on your CUDA version. I have a CUDA version of 12.8. This is the software for your GPU card. And in order to find what is your CUDA version, you should run this command, mvcc -- version, and you will recover what is your CUDA version. So this is the script for the 12.8. There is also a script for CPU only. If you don't have a GPU card, it will run as well on a CPU environment. So after installing the PyTorch, you should install the Ultralytics, and I'm using this version 8.4.21. I believe there are newer ones, but if you would like to get the same results, please install this version. And basically that's it. Don't forget to change the Conda environment inside your IDE. As you can see, I'm using VS Code. In VS Code, it should be Control Shift and P, and then select Interpreter, and you can see all the environment installed in my local machine, and you should choose the right version and run it on your local machine. And in this tutorial we will use this test video file, and a very simple video file of two dogs and a person walking along with these two dogs. And if you would like to get the same result, please email me and I will send you a link so you can download this file as well. So now we are ready to start coding. Let's create our new Python file and let's name it How to Display Circle and Text Annotations. We start with the import OpenCV for video handling and the YOLO class from Ultralytics for the SolutionAnnotator. The SolutionAnnotator is for our custom text and shapes overlay, and the colors utility to give each object class a unique color. Next, we will initiate our object detection model by loading the pre-trained YOLO11 small weights, and then we grab the dictionary of class names so we can map class IDs to actual words like a person or a car. Now we set up our video capture by pointing OpenCV to our source video file, and after that we would like to save a processed video later, so we will extract the original width, height and frames per second using the parameters of our video, of our source video. Next, with those properties, we will initialize our video writer, and this video writer object is specifying the output path, the codec. The codec will be MP4V, the frame rate and the frame dimensions. So let's name it test, and test with the annotations. This will be the saved name, and we will send the argument that we just extract from our source video. Great. So now we are ready to start the while loop. The while loop will process the video frame by frame. Inside the loop, we read the next frame from the video, and after that, for every valid frame, we initiate the SolutionAnnotator, passing it current image frame so it knows where to draw the text and the shapes. Then we pass the image frame to our YOLO11 model to run the object detection predictions. From the prediction result, we extract the bounding box coordinate and move them to our CPU. And then we also extract the predicted class IDs, move them to the CPU and convert them into a Python list. We use the zip function to loop through our bounding box and class ID simultaneously and processing one detected object at the time. Now we will do the circle annotation. Inside the loop we call adaptive label. Here we pass the box coordinates, fetch the text name using the class ID, grab a unique color for that class, and set the shape parameter to circle for a circular text anchor. In the next phase we will change it to rectangle as well. Once all objects in the frame are annotated, we write the modified frame to our output video file. We also display the live annotated frame on the screen. And finally we check for user input. If a Q key was pressed, we immediately break the loop. And basically that's it. After the while loop, we can close everything and ready to run the code. Now let's run the code. So here is our video file, and you can see a very beautiful circle annotator, and each of the categories has a different color. Now let's do a minor change. Let's copy this line and paste it here, and now let's make a rectangle annotation. So we will remark here and let's change it to rect, and let's run it again and let's see the result. And now it's the same video, and now we have a rectangle category text for each of the detected objects. So that's it for now. You're most welcome to subscribe my channel and also subscribe to my newsletter. Thank you very much.